Alright, hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. So this is a bit of a follow-up video that relates to another video I recently posted it. Many of you may have saw it. The title of that video was These People Do Not Exist. And in that video, we dove into the fascinating, but and in some ways frightening, world of artificial intelligence, and how over the decades, this technology has grown more and more powerful, not just in the way of the internet and computers and analyzing data or creating lifelike robots that can talk, but the other aspect, which is that AI now has the capability of creating people, whether it be in images or video, that simply do not exist. And so in that video, we were showing you a slew of hundreds of different images that you're seeing here of people that are completely computer generated. None of them exists. The AI, which comes from NVIDIA, basically takes images from the internet, uses that to generate images of people that aren't real. And it's not just faces either that this AI can create. It takes everyday objects and landscapes, which also can be recreated, that do not exist in reality. And this generator uses a couple of networks to do this. And as it learns, it gets better and better, and the images get more flawless. Now, in that particular video, we also spoke about some other AI technology and just technology that has the capability to trick you and make you question whether what you're seeing on the screen is real or not. For instance, we've had technology out there for years that allows you to basically erase certain objects or people or whatever you want from a video, but doing it in real time. And this technology is called diminished reality, which again, in and of itself, is kind of scary, because even if you're shooting or watching a live video feed, what you are seeing in that feed may have already been edited, or something in that feed may have already been taken out, and you're seeing that happen in real time within milliseconds. And so I'm sure many of you guys can just imagine all of the different applications that this could be used for, both good and bad. And if you haven't seen that video, head over and check it out. I'll put the link to that at the end of this video. And if you have seen it, you may want to go and watch it again, because it's one of the most interesting topics I'd say I've ever posted a video on. And so today's video is a follow-up, and it relates directly to this AI technology that was creating the non-existing faces. And so now we have found out that the company behind this technology, NVIDIA, which you all know is the creator of the graphics in your computers that you use to play video games, has now advanced their AI technology to not only just create fictitious static photographs, but they have now advanced their capabilities to where the AI system can take a video, just like the one you're seeing here, where we have the actual video on the left that was taken in the winter, and take that scene and generate it into a new scene, this time that looks as if it was taken during the summertime. And as you're watching this, you're probably thinking, okay, it looks like they recorded themselves driving down the street in winter, then they waited until summer and did the same thing, and now we're just playing them side by side. You'd be wrong, because the clip that you're seeing on the right here of all these trees and the blue sky and the sun shining down, none of that's real. That is all 100% computer generated from this original video on the left, taken during the winter time, where everything's covered in snow, there are no trees. This is some mind-blowing stuff. And I'm going to show you another video here in a minute. But basically, researchers at NVIDIA recently published details of an AI framework that lets computers imagine what a sunny street looks like when it's raining, or snowing, or even pitch black outside. And they say that they are doing this to aid in the advancement of self-driving cars. Because up until now, usually the only place that they test these self-driving cars is out in sunny, hot California. And so NVIDIA is basically saying that they are creating this technology to give to those self-driving cars so they can see what it would feel like driving in the snow or the rain without actually having to do it. But obviously, this technology would have and will have many more applications. Here you're seeing the video where the AI system has taken a real video taken on the highway during a sunny, beautiful day, and turned it into nighttime, here on the right, which again, to the untrained eye, would simply look like two different videos, one taken during the day and one at night. However, during the nighttime footage, you can see a little bit more of this glitching or rustiness, we'll just say, to the technology, and that's particularly visible around the cars. But still, and to the untrained eye, I doubt most people would notice it or tell the difference. And so originally, in order for this system to do what it's doing and do what you're seeing on the screen here, it would need to actually have images of one during the day and one during the night, or one during summer or one during winter. That way it could generate the newly created fake scene. But the man behind this, who is the NVIDIA researcher by the name of Ming-Yu Liu, recently explained that NVIDIA's new program doesn't need this prep work, and that it works without labeled datasets and manages to produce results, which obviously frees up time that they would otherwise have had to dedicate to sorting their training data, getting images from these different seasons and whatnot, but they don't need that now. Ming Liu recently told The Verge, quote, "There are many applications for this. For example, it rarely rains in California, but we'd like our self-driving cars to operate properly when it rains, and we can use our method to translate sunny California driving sequences to rainy ones to train our self-driving cars." And the program doesn't just work translating pictures of streets, of course. Ming Yu and his colleagues also tested it on pictures of cats and dogs, turning pictures of one breed into another. So they would basically take a picture of a cat, and the AI would turn it into a tiger, or just a completely never-before-seen breed. And so this is similar to the technology that's used in face-changing apps like FaceApp, and, like other research in this area, raises fears about AI being used to create fake imagery that will trick people online. Ming Yu says, quote, "This work can be used for image editing," although he adds that there are, quote, "no concrete applications for the program just yet. We are making this research available to our product teams and customers, and I can't comment on the speed or extent of their adoption." So, there you guys have it. It just gets kind of creepier and creepier. And, again, I believe, well, let's just say I hope that this technology is just being created for self-driving cars, but I think that every type of technology created has always had to have a nice, publicly acceptable cover story before the powers that be get their hands on it and use it for who knows what. So we have now graduated from creating fake people by the thousands in just a couple of seconds to now taking video, changing it from summer to winter, from day to night. And this is just the beginning. I mean, this is what they have accomplished in a very small period of time. But of course, who am I? You guys tell me what you think. I will put the original link down in the description. You guys can head out and read the research paper about this if you like. So before we go today, I wanted to clue you guys in to this new study that points at a, quote, extraterrestrial origin of humanity, and that the study that came from the Journal of Chemical Physics suggests that human life may have formed in space, as opposed to here on Earth. So basically, these Canadian researchers at the University of Sherbrooke conducted an experiment where thin sheets of ice containing methane and oxygen were hit with electron beams to simulate the same effect in space. And what happened was that this created a chemical reaction with many small organic chemicals forming on the icy sheets, and the molecules that were formed all building blocks of life. And so this research makes it almost certain that life on Earth is extraterrestrial in nature, and with the final conclusion that life on Earth was formed in space and was conducted in a space-like environment under a vacuum. And there are also icy environments that we all know exist on asteroids, other moons, and comets as well. The prehistoric origins of life on Earth may have also begun in space, the new study published. So, that's something I would have to agree with also. And it's always been theorized that life in the universe is carried from planet to planet by asteroids, or just free-floating chunks of ice. Who knows where we came from? We could have come from Earth. We could have come from space. We could have originated from an icy moon somewhere that once had life. But it's very intriguing to think about. So I will put the link to this study as well down in the video description. You guys tell me what you think. And as always, I just want to thank all of you for stopping by, taking the time to watch my videos, for wearing my Secureteam gear that I sell online, sending in me fan art and everything else. You guys are awesome, and I want you to know how appreciative I am for you, and that we have built this community surrounding a common goal of getting down to the truth. So be sure to stick around, share this video, subscribe on your way out if you haven't yet, and I will see you all back in just a bit.